Hey everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my channel, The Reading Lounge, where I share my love for reading at my own pace. And so today is Sunday, and I did not exercise at all the previous week. And so I was committed to coming out here after running my errands to get some exercising in. So I've got a lot of things planned after I get back home, which includes, well, I have to go grocery shopping, so I wanted to save that for last. And then I am going to be meal prepping, and then I am going to be continuing to read 40 Acres, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So while I'm out here walking, I am going to be reading Think Faster, Think Smarter, Think Smarter, Think Faster. I think that's the name of the book. I've been saving this book for like when I go, on my walk or driving in the car, things like that. And so I'm going to just continue to read that because I think that is due on tomorrow, and I really want to get that book done. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this 3 to 4 mile walk in. Hey y'all, so it's 2 days later and I am still reading 40 Acres. Hopefully by the end of this vlog I will complete this because I'm going out of town this weekend. But anyway, so I finally got to the point where Martin, if you don't know what this is all about, just a brief synopsis. Martin is the main character. Martin is married and he has a small, very humble law firm, and he gets this case that changes his life. He ends up meeting, I think his name is Dwayne, ends up meeting Dwayne, which is a superstar lawyer, top lawyer, like in the area in which they live in. So he's drawn to Martin and wants to bring Martin in as sort of like a mentor, and also to be a part of this inclusive group of black men, elitists, bourgeois. Martin's a little reluctant in the beginning, but he ends up taking Damon, his name is Damon, taking Damon on his offer, and kind of befriends him. And so he's invited to a weekend getaway with Damon, which is the superstar lawyer, and a group of other black men, to what he thinks is like a men's getaway, a sporting outing, things like that, outdoorsy type of setting. Well, the cover of the book shows where he's end up being taken, and this is not a spoiler because this is on the back of the book. So as you can see, this is called 40 Acres. The reason why it's called 40 Acres because this house looks like a plantation, and the name of the plantation is called 40 Acres. So he ends up taking Martin here, which I'm finally at the point that he's discovered, what this really is. I haven't gotten down into the meat, but he's realized that this is not just like a vacation resort or some sports outing. So it's really good. I am on page 125, I think. No, 133, chapter 40. This book reads very, very fast, very, very fast. I'm sure I'm going to be done with this very soon. So I'm just going to continue reading a little bit, and then I'll pick you guys back up. So it's election night, and to distract myself, I picked up my book, 40 Acres, and started reading. I've been peeping in on the election and things like that. I'm like sitting on the edge of my seat right now, okay? But anyway, I've been trying to read, and I have gotten past the point in the book where Martin, the main character, has realized where he's at and what the purpose of 40 Acres is for. And so He's thinking about his survival, how he's going to get himself out of this without revealing his true feelings, I would say, to the men in this elitist club. Anyway, so it's crazy. Now, I will say I wasn't shocked at the plot twist because when I was watching someone's review, they kind of spoiled that part of it. So I kind of knew what the plot twist was. So that did take a little bit of the suspense and things like that out of the book for me. But nevertheless, still kind of shocking that this type of thing would go on. So I'm on page 162, even though I did say this was a quick read, and it's a fast read. It's seeming like it's taking a long time for me to get through this because I guess I am. Yeah, I would say I'm halfway through, right? That's about almost halfway through with the book. But it seems like it's taking me a long time, but it really isn't. Anyway, so I'm just trying to get through this book, and also election night. Anyway, so I'm not sure if I'm going to turn the TV back on at this point. I think I'm going to finish maybe 2 more chapters, and I'm going to lay it down. And hopefully when I wake up in the morning, I'm hoping that what I think is going to happen is not going to be so, and that things will work in my favor as far as this election is concerned. So it's the next day, and what I was hoping did not happen happened. And it's so ironic because the day has just been so like eerily quiet. It just seemed very quiet, unusually quiet. But anyway, so I'm reading this book, and I'm on page 206. Martin has been confronted with his worst nightmares, and he's trapped there. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do to get himself safe back home. He's like in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, this is the plantation, the image on the book. He's here, the image on the book, and he has absolutely no idea where he is. So I've got like 166 pages to go, and I am going out of town on Friday. We're leaving like early in the morning, maybe 11 o'clock, because we have to check in at 3 o'clock. But anyway, hopefully I can read half of that page count today and half tomorrow, because I really want to be done with this by the time I go out of town. But anyway, so it's a page turner, but it isn't. It's very, how can I describe it? It's you want to know what's happening, what's going to happen next, but it's not like action packed like on every page. It's very detailed. It's a lot of describing of like the surroundings of the plantation and the going ons like in the house and things like that. The main character has been put in certain uncomfortable situations where he had to figure out how to maneuver those situations. That was very uncomfortable. I'll say that because I don't want to give anything away, because I know there's others that want to read this book, so I don't want to give too much away about this book. Now, as I continue to read the book, like the chapters are getting like longer. Almost took me half way through the book for the plot to be revealed, even though I knew what the plot twist was going to be. It does take quite a few chapters to get through before what's really going on with these elitist men is revealed. But this is says an enthralling thriller. I would definitely say it's a very enthralling because of the plot twist. The story is really, really good. So I am loving this book so far, and so I really want to be finished with this book by tomorrow, because I want to move on to something else that's on my TBR. I just did a video showing the 8 books that I really want to read before the end of the year, and they're the books that I've had with me for the longest, pretty much, that I bought with the intentions of reading them because I really enjoyed the premise. But anyway, this is one of them, and I'm glad I'm reading this book because it is a really good book. Now, this author, I don't know that he has a lot of other novels. I think he has maybe one, and he does not have an audiobook to go along with this, because I did look on Libby. It may be somewhere else, but I looked on Libby, and he does have a ebook for this, but I don't really do a whole lot of ebooks. but I do like audiobooks. Hopefully when I pick the camera back up next to talk about this book, I will be finished tomorrow. So we'll see. But right now I'm going to be going downstairs because I just got off work, and I am going to be cooking dinner because it's 6 o'clock and it's already dark outside, which is a bummer because it's like my day is completely gone. It's completely gone now. So yeah, let's go ahead and cook dinner. It's the next day and I am off this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I'm going away for the weekend, like I mentioned in the previous clip. I have finished reading 40 Acres. I finished tonight, just like I planned to, right before I left for the weekend, because I'm not going to be doing any type of reading this weekend at all. So I'll probably resume my reading on Sunday when I come back. Just a really short trip that I'm taking. We're going to Savannah, Georgia, just to spend the weekend there. One of my goals is to travel both internationally and also domestically. So we're staying in like a Airbnb, VRBO, and so I hope that goes well. But anyway, finished this book and it was really good. Stay tuned for my rating. The only thing I did not like about this book is the ending. The ending just made me want to scream. Like I had to read it like 3 times to see if I was missing something. Was it just me? So then I went on Goodreads and I saw a few reviews of people's reviews saying they didn't like the ending either. I thought the ending could have been done a little better, to be honest with you. So I am disappointed with the ending, but the book was really good. I don't think I'm going to keep this book. I do recommend it though. But yeah, I'll probably be unhauling this at some point. So I also thought that I would do a little pack with me, throw that in, because this channel is bookish related and also a little lifestyle thrown in here and there, using this new luggage that I got. Also, it is Sephora's Insider Week. I just purchased like my staple items. And so I'm gonna quickly show you all what I bought from Sephora. So I went to Sephora and got my little 10% insider discount off. And so these little things still cost $100, even with the discount. But anyway, that was my budget. All right, so I got the Sephora, it's called the Brow Brush. And since my favorite brow brush did die on me, it snapped in 2. I have been using something that I really don't love. It's been getting the job done, but I wanted to try another brush. So I got this and I like the way it's designed. This is what it looks like. And I like a brush that has a stiff edge. This one is not as stiff as I would like, but I like the fact that it's a thicker brush, so I'll be able to hold it in my hands. And I like the fact that this spoolie is bent. So I like that. So hopefully this works out for me. And then I tried this a long time ago, like several years ago, probably 10 years ago. This is I'm sure it wasn't called this 10 years ago, but this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Natural Skin Perfector. And I got it in the shade Mocha. I tried this in Ulta. I of course got these from Sephora, but I was in Ulta like 2 weeks ago, and I just tried it because I know her products. I remember her products being very good, and I'm not all about the heavy makeup anymore. I'm just not. I'm just more of a natural girl now. But every now and then, and probably this weekend, I'll probably, be a little bit more fancier. And so this is what it looks like. And it really looks good on me. So I'm trying that out. And the other 2 products are like staples. This is the NARS Creamy Concealer, and I'm in the shade Amande. I've been using this for a long time, probably almost 10 years at this point. This is what it looks like. And then I was all out of eyeliner, so I got this. So now I'm just going to start packing. So it's the very next day, and I'm all packed up for my trip, as you saw in the previous clip. And I know I said I wasn't going to be reading this weekend, but since I'm not driving to our destination, I have been summoned to drive back. I thought, why not get a head start on the next read? So I decided to go ahead and just start Octavia's book, Mind of Matter. This is book number 2 in the Patterners series, just because I still remember the events. The events are still kind of fresh in my mind. I don't want to, you know, forget what happened in the first book. And so why not start the second book while everything is fresh? Just having a little protein shake. Last thing I need to do before we leave is touch up on my nails. So I'm gonna do that. If I don't come back to like properly close the video out, thanks so much for watching another one of my videos. So it's 2 days later and we made it to Savannah. This is our second night here. And so we're staying at the Hyatt downtown Savannah near River Street, and it's really nice. I was going to be staying at an Airbnb, but it didn't work out. We had to check out, and we were able to fortunately get a refund on that. Anyway, so I'm meeting my significant other downstairs, and we're having breakfast.